I had to turn my light on, bro. I was like, fuck. It looks so dark.
At least the microphone's on.
Hey, I think everything went right that time, okay?
Yes.
I think we finally fucking did it. I won't have to go into editing and fucking play that shit over it later at a later date. I think we fucking did it. I apologize. I didn't get a chance to eat lunch, so I'm gonna be eating this. This is actually a protein bar. Yummy. And you're gonna be fucking eating along with me because you're gonna be dicking around with Josh and Philbo. Thanks for tuning in, guys. My name's Philbo, and I'm a professional, and I'm eating during my podcast.
And I'm Josh, and I'm not, but I am smoking. So, and I will be
TikTok
drinking as
fucking
well.
Hates that. So.
Oh my goodness!
We're like the reverse.
Marlboro tastes so good.
We're like the reverse of the fucking like advertisement laws for you know, like cable television.
But we did find out the loophole though. Like if you actually just keep submitting shit on TikTok, eventually they'll let it.
Eventually their Chinese AI will break down and it'll allow you to
eventually.
put up
China no trustworthy.
Exactly.
China no fucking trustworthy. I'll tell you that right now.
Can't trust them as far as you can throw them. And I don't know about you, man, but I don't think I can throw China pretty far. I don't think I got that in me.
Well, I mean, you know, if you go with the stereotype, an individual China, then you could, on average, they're about 5 foot even, about $1.02.
Bro,
it's essentially a keg toss.
It's like in Lord of the Rings, where Gimli is like, they're at the Battle of Helm's Deep, and he's like, no one tosses a dwarf, but then Aragorn has to toss him. So
yeah, it happens.
Eventually, that's how we'll avoid war with China. We'll just give them a little toss.
We'll just throw them.
We'll just give them a toss, and it'll be good. And we'll defend Helm's Deep together.
We'll be like, okay, we'll see. Okay, we'll see how far you can throw one of our soldiers, and we'll see how far we can throw one of your soldiers. Whichever one goes further,
bro,
wins.
Bro, you're not. I don't know if I'd want to be honest with you. I don't know if that's a debate that like I would want to get into. I feel like the Chinese train pretty hard. I don't know. They're also like 5'3" though, so like you said.
Right, but I'm saying we wouldn't be putting me out there. Like we'd be putting one of these tank of a goddamn Marines out there that literally like still has two needles stuck out of his ass. Fucking
right, exactly.
Going up the line, like, dude. And I got stories about that too, but I'm gonna need a drink before we do that.
Needles up your ass or Marines?
Both.
Oh shit, hold me. Oh, hold on.
Well, I've never personally done needles in my ass, but
bro. Have I fucked something up? Yeah, I definitely have. That's okay.
What'd you do?
I don't know.
Did you keep people from watching? Because that's what it looks like right now.
No, I definitely didn't keep anybody from watching. Here's the other thing: is like the fucking shit's not connected properly. I keep people from watching. No, we just do that ourselves, actually, by having shit content.
Yeah, China's doing that right now.
They were like, "Oh fuck, not these guys again." No, I think it's just like it's not connected. And I just realized it right before we went live, and I thought about going offline and going back online, but I was like, "Fuck it, apparently I need to run it as administrator or some bullshit like that." So we'll figure it out after today. So we'll be fine. Don't worry about it. But we do have a new follower, so thanks to Mike of the Earth or Mike of Earth.
Mike of Earth. That's my boy. That's actually one of my boys. Shout out, Mike.
Hell yeah, my boy Mike.
My boy Michael.
So yeah, dog. Let's go rip into the tequila, bro.
All right, I'm gonna need some help with the theme song, then.
All right, you ready?
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Olay. Oh, to the fucking lay.
All right, so you might recognize this.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. So this has just been laying around my fucking house since the cabin, and it's a a scourge upon my bar. I don't need it there anymore, so it technically counts as a tequila, so we're gonna go with it. This is Dago tequila, which is actually an offensive term used for a different group of people. I don't know why it's called Dago, but it's we're taking a trip back to Jalisco, Mexico. So back to the old mud huts of Jalisco, and oh boy, does this stuff taste like it came out of a mud hut? Let me tell you.
Tastes like it came out of the toilet in the mud hut.
I'm just saying, man. Look, good tequila around here doesn't last long. Like if I'm just having a down evening, I will make myself a drink or two. It'll get gone. But this, I just kind of look at it. Like this is,
Yep.
It's been social thus far. So like anytime Mater's over, anytime like somebody comes over that doesn't give a fuck, that drinks Miller Lite, that kind of thing. I'm just like, hey, you want some tequila?
Yeah, freaking yeah, definitely don't give Mater the good shit. Yeah, he's literally. I just want to drink 15 Miller.
No, he does not require it. He's a fucking diesel motor, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
He'll run on just about anything.
You can put some fucking deodorant in the engine. He'd be just fine.
Yeah, it'll clank a little harder, but it'll be fine.
The gears definitely won't turn as well, but.
And I'm using Sundrop this time because we got to mask the flavor. We can't. I'll go little mixer with some Polar Pop or something, but we're gonna mask the flavor this
time. We're stepping away,
taking a
step back, if you will.
I'm kind of worried because we still have 0 viewers, so something might be fucked up.
I think something's wrong. I think it's just I don't know. I don't even know. What
because I hit the juice and yeah, something's wrong.
He hit the juice. I'll be fine, dude. I don't think it's us. I think it's just the display. I mean, because we're definitely live. So
are we?
Yeah. I'll go check it out. Real fast. Why not? Yep, look at us. There we are, being dumb, wondering where everybody is.
We have no friends, nobody to play with.
It's fine, dog. It's fine.
Oh, we got a cheers from Thundercat, so somebody's watching. Cheers, Thundercat.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, the chat I think is fucked up. Yeah, somebody's. I think it's just. Don't worry about it. Don't let the crowd bother you, bro. You got to be a pro. You got to like bob and weave through that shit. You know. I want to see your best.
First of all, Judge. I'm Bill Murray. I need an audience. Okay, I shine best when I know eyes are on me.
Even Bill Murray goes to auditions and practices in the mirror. Okay,
not true. Bill Murray has not auditioned since 1975.
That might be true. I don't know. Do you think like Tom Cruise auditions?
Let's get this cheers out of the way. You got anything to cheers?
I got too many things to cheers. I got this Monster that I usually drink earlier before the show. I got my fucking Mio water. I got fucking Milo's in the fridge that I'll just grab one real quick. Fuck it.
Oh shit! Triple fisting.
I got Truly margaritas that I bought for the 4th of July.
Oh goodness! Happy America Day to all of us. He's drinking Trulies.
That's God's own drink right there, baby. I'm pretty sure they crossed the Delaware with Truly in the back of the canoe.
I think they did. Well, you know what they said about Washington.
He said, Boris, I love a Truly. I don't know why it's a 1920s accent, but
with the Cockney accent. Yeah.
No, he's a 1920s radio announcer.
Like it wasn't just the from what they say, it wasn't just the wooden teeth that he was a little. But
oh yeah. 100%.
Anyway.
You got to be fucking crazy to take on the world's largest military and think you can win.
Yeah,
you got to be a little.
He was. I mean, he did chop down a cherry tree. I fucking love cherries, so fuck that.
Cheers! How about cheers to Washington then, as well as our viewers, as well.
As cheers to Washington. Cheers, fucking Thundercat.
Hell yeah!
Cheers, everybody. Cheers, you beautiful bastard. It's like the throw 'em up, motherfucker, throw 'em up. But as the oh shit, we got another cheers.
Hell yeah! As I like to say, throw them up and throw them back. I've never said that in my life, but I'm gonna start saying it now.
Throw them up, motherfucker, throw them up.
I don't know that one.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're 13. Uh,
I'm actually no.
anyway,
It's quite. I'm actually 137. It's quite the opposite.
right in your head, but that doesn't mean that you know pop references from before you were in middle school.
That's true. Well, I just stopped paying attention. 1948. So
Right. So, and we got Candace, another cheers, Secret Squirrel,
Yo,
another cheers. All right. So we
cheers,
got
everybody.
kids coming late to the party. We apologize. We something's going on with our Twitch account. We can't see that we have. It looks like we have nobody watching. It looks like it's
Right.
date night with Josh and Philbo, and we're just talking
Hey,
to
nothing
each
wrong with
other.
that.
So
Oh,
thanks for jumping in the chat and letting us know that's not true.
speaking of date night,
Ooh.
dude. I think we talked about it last podcast, but now you just kind of reminded me. Pretty sure that I Want to Be Ninja premiere is the July 17th, if I remember correctly. Let's see
Yeah,
if
it's
I
a
can find
Monday.
Yeah, it's a Monday. So
It's a Monday.
which is extremely convenient, for the average moviegoer. So
Right.
we'll be able to figure this one out. Let me see if I can find the website. Oh, here it is. Okay. Yeah, fucking.
Is
Let's
it?
see. They
It's
moved it.
it's
Nope, they
only
moved it
available
again.
in.
They moved it
Oh
again.
God.
These fuckers. Are you kidding me? They moved it to
Where's it now?
8/25/23 at 7 p.m. So is this something that's ever gonna release? Like, are they just never gonna release it? Which is a
Oh, okay.
Friday.
So we're just being trolled then.
I think
So we're just being
it's
trolled.
true. I think it's true.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's true. Although you did come
They're
up with a
just-
good workaround to dress up for this shit, so we don't give these dumbasses any of our actual money.
Oh yeah. So everybody that already knows, everybody that doesn't know, I Want to Be Ninja, like one of the most racist fucking things we've ever seen. That's like hasn't been canceled or shut the fuck down. We're actually
Somehow.
gonna live stream it and shit all over it the entire time. We're gonna have a movie night for everybody,
Yep.
and we actually decided we came up with a workaround that so we don't have to give these fucking pieces of shit like Nazi money to where they can convert it into like Nazi bills. Then we're actually
Yeah, somehow I went to pay for it, and it was, for some reason, it only accepted Reichsmarks. I couldn't tell you why.
right. It's a new crypto. Like you actually have to exchange U.S. dollars for Reichmarks.
It's a new crypto. I love that. Right
And
coin.
right coin.
Oh my god. All right, now we're getting canceled.
So anyway, so we didn't want to take that leap, and we also don't like funding that kind of nonsense. We're already doing enough because we're gonna have to buy it for $10 or whatever it is,
I wonder
and
if
we're
it's changed in price.
we're probably gonna get shut down on the copyright anyway because we're gonna fucking live stream it. But
right, exactly.
who gives? Look, if they do, we're getting the fucking NAACP involved.
Oh fuck yeah, in a heartbeat.
In a fucking heartbeat. And look, we're gonna put the system on trial.
Oh, 100%,
anyway,
dog.
No, we found a workaround.
We're taking everybody down.
Instead of actually buying their gear and sporting their gear, we're actually just gonna get a bunch of like Dollar Tree shit, like the little ninja stuff that they get, and like like Halloween decorations or whatever. And we're gonna go all out still. We just didn't feel like giving these pieces of shit money, but which for the $100 we could spend on their shit and just have a few pieces.
Yeah,
dude, we could just go absolutely ape shit at a Dollar General. So
100%.
Like I could just completely redecorate the entire studio with fucking chow shit.
we can arm our own dollar store ninja outfit.
Exactly.
We'll be fine. We'll be just fine.
So anyway, look out for that. Apparently we're being trolled and they're never actually going to do it. So
and I think originally, like when we first went to pay for it, it was like $6 or $7. It's up to $10 now, like to pre-order it. And like, here's the other thing: why the fuck would I ever They've moved the date at least twice that we know of. Why the fuck am I gonna There's a good chance this shit never comes out at this point. So, oh look, it got a rating. It's rated PG. No fucking way. How did it get a rating? That's insane, dude.
So maybe they're pushing it back. Maybe they're actually trying to do a theatrical thing.
There's no way. Yeah, I mean,
only available in Mississippi.
Just like my earlier joke, only available at Man's Chinese Theater in fucking Los Angeles.
Yeah,
oh, I love
but that's the only reason that you would get it rated.
Well, doesn't the MPAA have to rate every? Like the only way they can get a rating, I could be wrong. I'm no fucking film expert, so Like, I'm pretty sure the MPAA would have to rate it in order for them to get a rating.
Yeah, so that means that they're angling to do a theatrical release
That's
because
crazy to me.
yeah, like it doesn't have to be rated to go on like streaming services, Netflix, Hulu. It doesn't have to be rated. All they have to do is buy it from you. So, but actually to go through the guilds and to actually show or through the association and go on a big screen that's affiliated, they have
Right.
to get rated. So that means they're angling for that. So, um, maybe they're getting a big turnout. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah, exactly. The marketing figures look really good up front. They've already sold like 500,000 right coins of fucking ninja outfitted. So
meanwhile, you have a band of like 10,000 Asian Americans trying to burn the theaters down.
yeah, Jesus Christ. I mean, seriously, I just don't understand. And like, I don't know if you remember, but there was a lot of news stories like during COVID about like anti-Asian.
Yeah,
stuff.
totally, man. That's like basically what I'm getting at. I'm like, how the fuck
Right.
does this not get shut down?
I don't understand. Like, it makes no fucking sense. I think it was one of those things where it kind of at some point it had its day on like cancel culture Twitter front page. I think like because I don't know the full history of how this was received. I think people definitely quote unquote canceled it, but it just like not enough people knew about it in the first place, and it was just such like easy fucking content for people like us to just shit on. So somehow it just stuck around. Like I don't know. It's just weird.
It's like it's almost like The Room, but The Room wasn't racist in any way.
No, The Room was just dumb as fuck. You're right.
Fantastic movie though. I did not hit her. Hi, Mark.
Oh, hi,
hi Mark.
I love that shit. I love every scene. Every scene, they're like, "Hey, let's toss the ball around." Like they're playing like in a fucking like acre of like backyard somewhere, and they go like 3 feet away from each other.
Yeah, and you have the one good looking guy that is actually athletically built. That he's like, all right, I got to take a little off when I throw it back because they're throwing it like sidearm, like they're going the fucking submarine throw, like like they're trying to turn two.
They're doing like the underhand rugby toss the whole time.
No, they're like about to dive Jeter style and turn two. Like, no, you're just tossing a football.
They just start fucking pegging it at each other 4 feet away.
Yeah, that would have been the best thing. Is that whatever? If Mark just fucking wow, like pings it straight off his forehead.
Fuck you, Tommy.
Oh, you weren't ready. You weren't ready,
bro. But the funny thing is, I guess they call him Johnny, right? Not Tommy. But I guess the funny thing is,
oh no, such a change.
But then he trips, right? Like I want it, like while they're playing football, like is it Mark that trips? He just goes like, oh, like while they're tossing the ball to him or something, like
and they kept it
like
in.
that.
And they kept it in.
Yeah. No, he does it on purpose. It's like the worst acted out, like fucking trip of all time.
Well, it's like, all the worst acting of all time.
Yeah, 100%. I was trying to say like, is anybody really redeemable in that movie? But no, the answer is no.
No. You want to do another? Would you like to do another sex scene? Like,
yeah, how many sex scenes are there's at least 3, maybe 4.
There's at least 3.
At least I feel like it was definitely 4 because I think it's.
Listen, guys, let us know because we'll definitely do the Room movie night. We are not above that.
Oh fuck, in a heartbeat.
And it's definitely not copyrighted anywhere. We can just get that shit on.
And if it is, it's not like they can demand any money for it. So we can just send them. We'll just send them a voicemail in the mail. We'll mail them a voicemail of us just going. Yeah, we'll write on the fucking paper. Here's some hash coin.
Some right coin. You guys take right coin?
Bro, we can't. We're not starting our fucking crypto calling it right coin. We
just take right
coin. Somehow that will not come over very well.
The value is always 3.
Oh my god. 3 what? Just 3.
Oh, you don't get it?
Oh my god. No, I get it. Oh, I know I get it. I don't really want to explore. I don't really want to
explain it to you.
No, let's just get away from this. I think this is just something we should avoid. Call me crazy.
We're in too deep now.
Oh god.
Let's dig ourselves out.
Just like the Germans on the Eastern Front in 1943, they're in too deep.
Wait, just like the punk band in 2003. It's like, cause I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep.
Oh God, yeah. What song is that?
It's called In Too Deep, but it's
by the punk band.
I want to say Simple Plan, but I know it's not Simple Plan.
It could be. Hold on. In Too Deep. But there's apparently it's a song by Sum 41. That's what it's got to be.
Is it? Apparently, it's not Sum 41, is it?
It's got it because the other option is Genesis, and I'm pretty sure that's. I'm pretty sure it's not Phil Collins and Peter Gabriel.
I don't think it's Phil Collins.
Yeah, I don't think that's the one. Like in the middle of Brother Bear, he just bursts out in too deep. That shit ain't gonna happen. So anyway.
I can feel it coming in too deep.
We'll just make the worst mashup of all time.
Thundercat confirms it's Sum 41.
Up there it is. Yep. Okay.
She has our music liaison.
Oh God. Well,
Thundercat, shouldn't you be working right now?
Oh shit. Is she at work right now?
Yeah.
Bro, that's dedication.
That's dedication.
We got people watching the show at work. We got people getting high to the show at work. We got people doing a whole bunch of other shit they shouldn't be doing at work.
Like I'm telling you, our subscribers go hard as fuck, bro.
I don't blame them. I would go hard as fuck. This podcast is fucking great. Why wouldn't you go hard as fuck?
Yeah, dude.
I think it speaks for itself, bro.
Yeah, I would go hard as fuck if I was a fan of the podcast, but I'm not a fan. I'm the star, and you are the.
I'm just some beta bitch who tags along for the ride.
Yeah, you just click buttons. You fucking peon.
They call me tech. I just keep my glasses on the side.
Go ahead and click a button.
Enhance.
So, all right. Anyway, let's get away from that because I feel like I was going too deep in it, and let's not do it because
you don't say.
Trying to gain followers, not push them away. Not everybody.
Not kill the show before we make it more than like 4 months on air.
And I'm just saying. And I've been watching. Eastbound and Down lately. So you know.
Yeah. So you really got to cool it then.
Dude, the one with what's his name, the Hispanic actor, the one that is like the owner of the team in season 2. He's been in a bunch of other shit, but he's like,
yeah, I know what you mean.
But he's like, what does it take to buy? What does it even take to buy a team in Mexico? Like $10 in a burrito? And he's like, yeah. Oh, you racism? I racism too, bro.
Yeah, it's God damn it. That show it's Michael Pena, isn't it?
Michael Pena, yes.
Yeah. Pena, yeah.
And like between him and Luis Guzman, like both of them are just fucking fantastic.
I didn't realize Sacha Baron Cohen is in that too at some point.
Eastbound and Down?
He plays Ronnie Thellman, whoever that is.
It's got to be a tiny
Skarsgård? What? He plays adult Toby Powers.
Oh, yeah. That's the last season when, like, it shows them, like, going out, like, into the Serengeti, like, where he's actually settled down with a tribe and married and had children.
See, I didn't see that. I didn't get that far.
Yeah,
I think I only got through
and, like, they take their like spaceship and they teleport over and go get him because the mom died or something.
Oh my god, that's so dumb.
It's so dumb.
I can't believe.
Yeah, I forgot they did have a Skarsgård play adult Toby. Yeah,
that's fucking crazy. Like, how did they get? I guess at the time, I don't know like when his career really took off. So
that pretty much made it like that. The show got, I mean, it was an HBO show, so HBO could grab whoever the fuck they wanted to.
Oh, I guess he was in True Blood. I didn't realize that. I wasn't really a True Blood fan. I guess that's probably where he got most of his, like where he got started.
Yeah, I don't really know True Blood either, but
yeah, it was not really big. It was apparently he's in Zoolander too. He's in a weird, and he's in Generation Kill. He's got a weird.
Yes, no, he is in Generation Kill. Did you ever see Generation Kill?
I didn't, but I know it's good as fuck.
Dude, that shit is good as fuck. And he plays the sergeant, and he's fucking good, bro. Look, he's a Skarsgård. Come on now.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I've just never like really seen his stuff. I thought he didn't he play the clown in It as well, or was that?
No, that was a different Skarsgård. That was his
Okay.
brother.
That's okay. I didn't even know they were like related. So
Yeah,
gotcha.
that's his brother, and he also did Castle Rock. I don't know if you ever watched Castle Rock,
No, I never saw that.
but
Is that a
Castle
military
Rock
show?
is no. Castle Rock was on Hulu, and it was essentially just a culmination. It was a show in Castle Rock, Maine, that like all the Stephen King. It was a Stephen King thing, but it like they reference like all the Stephen King universe. Like they reference
Oh.
like that's where like the Jack Nicholson from The Shining was from.
Mm,
That's where Cujo, like cousin of a person that lives there, it like Cujo happened to him. Like it
gotcha.
literally like everything stems back to Castle Rock.
Interesting. Is that kind of like? So is it kind of like a facility or something where they did all these experiments, or like what is it? I've never
Uh,
really been a big Stephen King
no, no,
guy. I
no.
just
So
never got into it.
Castle Rock is the town,
It's just a
and
town.
Castle
Okay.
and but it's the main town right outside of the Shawshank prison.
Oh, okay.
So it kind of stems from like strange events coming from the Shawshank prison.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Because you know,
I never read Shawshank either. I've only ever seen. I mean, everybody's seen the fucking movie, so which there's not really like anything supernatural in the movie. It seems like, so I don't really
well, and
know.
that's that. But that's the great thing is they actually they made it supernatural. They were like, yeah, no, this crazy stuff happened, but then they kind of got into this and that, and then it really actually wasn't that supernatural. I'm not going to ruin it for you if you want to watch it. It's on Hulu.
Okay.
Um, it's really good because it literally and it's just like casually like the main characters like will walk into the local bar or restaurant and you'll just hear somebody like, no, yeah, that was my uncle. Yeah, no, and my aunt got eaten by the dog. You remember that big Saint Bernard? You remember the story? Like stuff like that. Like it's just casually a passing. Like
Gotcha.
like
Tie
it's
everything
just
together.
it ties everything together.
Huh. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I knew
Yeah.
I think yeah. I don't know. I don't even think I've read a single Stephen King novel, to be honest with you. I just never got into them.
Oh, dude, Pet Cemetery was my fucking favorite.
I've heard
Fucking
that
love
the
love
book
me some
The
Pet
Shining.
Cemetery.
Yeah, I've heard
Yeah,
yeah, obviously there's a lot of good ones.
yeah. Pet Cemetery, The Shining was fantastic. I'm trying to think. I've read a lot of Stephen King. I mean, some of the newer stuff, but The Stand is fantastic.
That has a TV show
Um,
too, doesn't it? Or is that The
it
Strand?
actually no, the yeah, well, there's The Strand too, but the Stand had an original HBO miniseries, but they just made a new TV series, like a mini series about it too. So
Oh wow, okay.
it's definitely worth checking out.
Uh,
It's post apocalyptic. It's like based on the Rapture, but it's like a Stephen King version of the Rapture and what happens.
how much fucking money does this guy have? Like like anything, whether it's good or not. I've heard a lot of his newer stuff is like not good. Again, I've never read it, so I can't tell you firsthand.
And it really depends. I mean, there's like pre Dark Tower and there's post Dark Tower. Like after Dark
Right.
Tower, he really got more into like the sci-fi type shit. But before that, it was more, goose or ghost ghoulies, fucking like shit that lives under your bed, like shit that comes back to life. And now it's more uh like sci-fi type shit.
Uh, yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense. But he's worth about $500 million according to the internet, which
Oh
who knows
yeah,
if
and
that's true.
he still lives in like a tiny 2 bedroom house in Maine where he like kayaks or bikes wherever he needs to go.
Right, exactly. So, oh, excuse me. So apparently,
You're right over there.
yeah. Have you ever heard of this Elizabeth Bedinter in person? Apparently she's the wealthiest author in the world, ahead of J.K. Rowling. Which I've never even. I mean, obviously, I know who J.K. Rowling is. Everybody on this list I've heard of, like these top five people. It's like Patterson, King, Rowling, and then Nora Roberts,
Yeah.
who's written a shit ton of books that I've never
Well,
read.
that was 50 Shades Gray, right?
Uh, may have been.
I think it is.
I don't know.
But
Playing the odds. I don't know. It doesn't mention 50 Shades in here. Probably was. But I've never heard of this Elizabeth Bedinter person. Like,
Yeah, I've never heard that name either. What did she write?
She's apparently a French author, but I think she makes most of the income from her stake named Publicis Group, which was founded back in 1926 by her father, Marcel Bluestein Blanchette. So I guess I don't even know.
You lost me.
I know. That's why I'm like totally lost by this. I've never heard this in my life. Like apparently she owns a conglomerate of publishers.
Like,
but
is she a ghostwriter or is she just a publisher?
I think I don't know. I think she's I think by looking at this, she's a real author. Like, but because she owns this group, she could have written like one book and she could be like the richest. She could technically make her the richest author in the world. You know what I'm saying? So sure. I have no idea. Something I have to look into. I've never heard that person's name in my life.
I haven't either.
Yeah, but I'm not a big fan of. There's not a lot of French authors. What my favorite book of all time, Count of Monte Cristo, Alexandre Dumas. Obviously, fucking hate Three Musketeers though. That book is so bad. So like I have a very like hit and miss with French authors. I don't know. I think I've read like one of Voltaire's plays, and I was kind of bored. But I don't fucking know. Anyway, so we're done being nerds for a minute. Let's talk about some fighting.
Right, we've nerded out. Let's stay true to the podcast. You got some fighting for me. Let's do some fighting.
Whew, I feel like we need to like slam some Bud Heavies or something. Just turn back at some PBRs. Just do something to put some hair back on our chest.
Here's some tequila.
Not to insinuate that you can't be manly and read books, because that's clearly not what we're saying. So let's take a little trip.
Philbo's saying that.
Yep,
I'm not saying that.
Yep. Let's take a little trip over to the internet. Do we need sound with these guys here with Bam? I mean, you do
need this because this is his rap song.
Here's the thing: is like the problem with this is I don't know why, but my computer doesn't play the sound very well. So I don't think you really ever hear the sound.
Well, I can preface it. This isn't fighting, but I can preface this. Basically a couple of weeks back, he's been in and out of rehabs. He's been having a hard time with drugs and alcohol.
Right.
And
me too.
To the point, yeah, me too. But to the point that he was kicked off the set of Jackass 4. That's why he wasn't even in it. And he came out a few weeks ago because his estranged wife said won't let him see his son. And he basically said, I'm going to smoke crack until I die unless you let me see my son.
Oh my
Apparently, he hasn't seen his son, so he left rehab, didn't go into the program or whatever he was supposed to do. And then this video surfaced a couple days later. This is just him methed out and just complete gibberish coming over the audio.
Yeah. You don't even really need to hear it, to be honest with you. You can... When he starts dancing around and scratching his feet or whatever the fuck he's doing.
Well, no, it's because he's just he's not even rapping. He's just saying my feet, my bone spurs, you killed my money makers, Johnny Knoxville, I'm gonna fuck you up and shit like that. And then he's just look, if you ever been around anybody that does meth, that's what they look like.
Yeah. There's something going on. I like how his little entourage is jamming out to this super hard, and this music I can hear it in the background a little bit, and it sucks ass. It might be the worst song I've ever heard.
It's not music. It's just him rambling and then saying, "I'm gonna fuck you up. Come and catch a case, kid."
With the beat underneath for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't get that.
Then
we get a little bit of this at the end,
and then a little bit of that, which I like that better, but. But no, yeah. I just being a fan. I know you weren't a huge fan, but being a fan growing up, I never thought it would turn out like this. To where this is, I thought Steve-O would be dead by now.
I feel like everybody thought that.
I thought he would have OD'd by now, and I feel like Johnny Knoxville probably would be dead or either Muhammad Ali level fucking Parkinson's where he can't even move because he's taking too many headshots.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. He's lucky he's not there, dude. That's a good point. I wouldn't have even thought about that. The amount of shit that they've done over the years. Holy fuck. It's surprised they're not all exactly like that.
Well, I mean, the last movie, Jackass Forever, he got hit in the head again so hard. He got kicked in the head by a bull so hard that they told him basically, if you do it again, you might die, and if you don't die, you would have wished you did die.
Right. It'll
Like,
be like a vegetable.
yeah, you're gonna be like just drool like fucking you're gonna be drooling in a wheelchair, like they're gonna be wheeling you out to the ocean so you can see what could have been.
Right.
Like it's it they got to the point to where, the in Jackass Forever, I don't know if you saw it, but basically most of the gnarly shit besides Knoxville, because he's still going hard for whatever reason.
Right.
Um that they brought in the young guns, the new guys, and they let them take all the hard hits while Pontius is like naked behind them and doing all like they're doing the flare essentially while these new guys are getting fucked up because they're like, look, we're in our 40s, in our deep 40s, and if we keep doing this shit, then we ain't gonna be all right.
Honestly, it's really hard to believe they made it that long. Like, and I've never been a big Jackass fan, like mostly because I'm just not. I've got nothing against like slapstick comedy, and obviously they like take that concept and push it to like 115. So like I get
Yeah.
that, and it is some of the things they do like I found funny and laughed at. Like I think one of their like biggest clips of all time is like the fucking hand that like slaps you around the corner with like the tray of food. Like some of the shit that they've done, like I found it to be funny.
Oh
But
no, they've done like, so their early shit was way better because they still had like they could blend in with a crowd because nobody knew who
right,
the fuck they were.
yeah, exactly.
And so their crowd work was fantastic. Like
Yeah.
they do crazy shit, and people are like, "What the fuck is happening right now?" Like looking
Same
for
with
the
like
camera. Like,
Impractical Jokers. Like I feel like there's so many more shots now where people like actually fucking recognize.
yeah, it's kind of the same thing, except
Mhm.
for I don't know. Impractical Jokers aren't like trying to kill themselves on camera, so
Yeah, that is a slight difference.
yeah. So I mean, after the first movie came out, they lost a little bit of that. They could still like go international and do
Right,
stuff like that, but like domestically, they no, they you could call them out. That's why they started getting into makeup, doing like they did the bad grandpa shit, and they
right,
started doing all these prosthetics and like crazy ass makeup just because like you would know it's Steve-O walking down the
right.
fucking street.
Exactly. You go to
But
like undercover boss levels of makeup.
yeah. But I mean, the best shit I feel like is just like the extreme shit where they're so like they're so far gone on drugs that they don't even understand. I think somebody's explained it to them like through and through that
Right.
you might die doing it, but they're just like, oh,
Yeah.
here we go.
They're like, oh, we
Like,
might die. In which case,
yeah,
it's that
like what
classic. Like everybody thinks they're invincible. Like it's that classic mindset
yeah,
until you
like
turn
one of
45.
my favorite clips ever was in the first movie when Steve-O, like he's walking a tight wire or a tightrope, and he's wearing a G-string, and it's over alligators. It's an alligator pit.
Oh
Like there's
my
dozens
god,
of alligators, but he's got like a fucking T-bone steak or a pork chop in the back of his thong, and like
dude.
so he falls down, and like he's trying to like hand walk the tightrope, but then it flashes back, and it's just Chris Pontius dressed up in this like two-piece pink suit wearing bunny ears saying, Buddy the lifeguard don't give a fuck. Some of these alligators are gonna try and have their way with Steve-O. Well, guess what? I'm gonna have my way with them. And he's like, he's in the water with the alligators when
What
he's
the
doing it.
fuck?
And I'm like, yeah, Buddy the lifeguard is the fucking best because he's like, oh no, I'm gonna have
Jesus
my way with them.
Christ, dude. That's fucking. You couldn't. There's not an amount of money in the world that you could put me in the water with an alligator. Like, there's no
But
fucking
there
way that's
is an
gonna
amount
happen.
of heroin, I promise.
Yeah, you might be right about that. I've never
There
fucking
is an amount of whippets and
graced that
heroin
bullshit.
that you just don't understand what's happening.
Jesus Christ. Well, like here's the thing. So this is I feel like I may have talked about this before, but I, I think we did. Where like remember we talked about the plane crash with the girl who like walked out of the fucking Amazon. I feel like we've talked about that before. If not, no big deal. Girl, there was a big plane crash. Girl was a sole survivor. She's literally like 8 years old or something. And then she like spends like 21 days in the Amazon by herself. She
Shit.
walked through one of the rivers completely infested with caiman, and they like didn't attack her like the entire like.
Mm.
And I read after that I think it's like for whatever reason, generally, and this might just be Cayman. I don't know if it applies to fucking alligators and crocodiles too, because I don't fucking trust those things at all because they're fucking nuts. Like, but apparently when you're in the water with them, like they for some reason they don't perceive you as prey or like, and it's kind of, I guess it's kind of the same thing. Like for the reason like most sharks like don't attack people because like we're too fucking big, we're not what they're normally eating. So
Right.
I guess it's maybe it's the same mindset, but like still, I couldn't fucking do that ever. Like, there's an alligator in the water. I'm getting the fuck out of there as fast as I fucking can.
Yeah,
Like, that
there's
shit ain't
no
gonna
fucking
happen.
way because look, even on the best day, like you don't think it's gonna happen, but even on the best day, there's still like a 30% chance you're gonna get thrashed. And I'm not okay with those odds. The risk versus reward. Now, granted, there is an amount of money. Like if you put
No,
let's say I'll say $1 million. You put $1 million on an island in the middle of a pond that has known like 2 dozen alligators.
no.
I'm going for it.
I think I had a nightmare specifically about stepping on an alligator.
I'm saying I'm
Like,
going
fuck
for it,
that
bro.
shit.
I'll fuck with an alligator a long time before like if you said it's infested with water moccasins, I'm done.
Yeah, I was I was out in Peachtree City. We were canoeing on some lake down there, and this water moccasin gets in the water, and this one guy's just casually like, "Oh yeah, there's a water moccasin," and I'm like, "Well, I'm gonna fucking canoe over here,"
Yeah.
and he like
Fuck
goes and
that.
follows it, and I'm like, "Dude, like yeah, it's not gonna, it's like going away from us. It's not gonna do anything, but still, like, I'm not tempting that. Like, what the fuck, like, dude, you're like you're gonna die before we can get you to the hospital. Like, there's no getting around that."
Right. And that's yeah, it's one of the deadliest snakes on the East Coast. Like,
Exactly.
yeah, no. Um,
That shit ain't
like
well. And here's a question that actually came up at work, and I'm gonna share it with you. So, who would you think would win in a fight, an alligator or a bear? I'm gonna give it to you completely without my bias, but
an
this thing come up
alligator
at work.
or a bear?
Yeah, which is probably one of the greatest matchups of all time. If we're, if we're thinking about it, like I fucking love
Hmm.
that matchup.
An alligator or a bear? I mean, is it in water or on land?
It's on. Ooh, I don't know. I guess I don't know. I let's say let's even the odds and say shallow water because a bear, obviously bears do pretty good in shallow water too. So
So I think the bear wins. I think the bear wins on land, and
hmm.
the bear the bear loses in the water but doesn't die. At least not immediately because it's
Right.
so big.
It can lose
Um,
blood for like 15 days before it dies.
yeah, no, I think the bear it doesn't come out unscathed in water,
Oh no,
but
God no.
I but it's not it'll get drug on its ass a couple times because those alligators and you also have to you didn't give me the size of the bear, what type of bear, and
We're
what
gonna go
size of the alligator.
average. We're gonna go average size. We'll go with the brown bear, not a grizzly bear, but a brown bear. And I'll give you the average weight. So the 3 to 5 feet. Ranges from 200 to 1,000 pounds. The thing above it says
That's a
1,300
big
pounds.
range, bro.
I know that's a huge range. So we'll say like 800-pound bear and like a 7 foot alligator. We'll give it. Well, it'll be a big fucking alligator. It's still not the biggest there's ever been by far, but that's a pretty
No,
good
they get
sized
a lot bigger
alligator.
than that.
Yeah. No, that's a pretty 7 foot alligator though. That's still pretty fucking big.
Oh, and they're heavy too.
Yeah,
But
that's
they
like
they
400
also
pounds.
their tail is like half that weight.
No, 100%. Yeah.
Um, I'm going round two, by the way. I'm trying to think of the answer to this question, but I still think that just the resources the bear has and like the way it can move, the bear doesn't get killed by the alligator, but it loses in water. But I think the bear ends up eating it on land.
See, I think it's a pretty even shot on land because the alligators on land are still fucking fast as shit. They can
Yeah, but they're
still,
fast. They're fast, but they're static.
yeah. I mean, 100%. They're more like, and they're ambush predators, so it's a different mindset too. Like
Well,
they're
it's
not
like the
chasing the bear.
it's like the pit bull of the reptiles. Like literally, they can get on you quick in one direction, but
Right.
like if you have stamina or can move laterally, you might be okay.
It's like the opposite of Jurassic Park. If you move
Or-
around a lot,
Or
they won't see you.
yeah, or if you get wounded and can climb a tree fast like a bear can,
Right.
and
True.
then regroup and wait for it to turn around, then I think if the bear really wanted it, the bear's got it.
That's a good point, but I think it's a little bit, maybe it's like 60-40 on land to the bear, and I would go like 70-30, maybe 80-20 in water to the alligator, because I just think that alligator's just big, bro.
But you think the alligator can kill it, or do you?
No.
Or are we just talking like? Are we just talking like street?
I mean,
fight,
it could.
like,
I think it could. I think it's definitely possible. It really depends. Like if the bear gets down at any point and the alligator just goes, I think the alligator could. But that's a pretty like specific situation. You know what I mean?
well, I mean, if look, puncher's chance, right? Is
Right.
if the alligator grabs a hold of the leg and breaks the leg, and then it can't get out of the water,
Mm-hmm.
then sure. But I don't know. Bears are pretty strong in all aspects of they can swim. I mean, they can't
They're pretty
not
good
like
swimmers.
humans can. They don't really like dive down for shit. They just kind of wait on it. But they're familiar with water. Plus, I don't know. The likelihood of that happening is not high though.
You don't think so?
No.
I wonder if it's ever happened. I wonder if there's footage out there somewhere.
There may be.
Bear fighting an alligator. I'm curious.
Anyway,
I also
round two, guys. Cheers. Cheers again.
Cheers, everybody. I got mine.
You already killed your mini Milos?
The monster's gone. This is medium-sized Milos. I guess like small, medium-sized. Alligator versus black bear. There's a whole YouTube video, alligator versus grizzly bear. Who would win? But
who would win?
Yeah, like a full-on, like fucking actual ton grizzly bear. Who would win that fight?
Yeah.
Like,
There's
I think the grizzly bear might win. I think the grizzly bear might win.
Google says, Seeker's Girl says the black bear.
No, that black bear is getting eaten. And I think with a black bear, because black bears only get up to be like 600 pounds, right? Like they don't get that big. But like 600 pounds is fucking huge. But you know what I mean?
Only 600 pounds.
Only 600 pounds. Yeah.
With 3.5-inch fangs and fucking razor sharp fucking talons.
Dude, females only get up to be 180 pounds. What the fuck? I feel like that's crazy. And then males can be 660 pounds. But like, yeah, like so we're talking like at most like 700 pounds on the super bear is going to be 700 pounds, and that shit's going down. I think the brown bear has definitely got more of a chance. The grizzly bear might be the fucking king of the alligator fighting. In case you were wondering.
Listen, at Mater Ranch, we're going to be hosting. I'll tell Mater to get ready.
Flamethrower versus brown bear versus alligator. Go.
Flamethrower wins every time. No, then what happens is you just get mauled by a fucking grizzly bear that's on fire. Like, that's the shit nightmares are made out of.
You're still fucked either way.
Now it's even more angry.
Oh my god.
And it's on fire.
Welcome to Mater's Nightmare Ranch, where we
that's our Halloween shit. Where like Carowinds or Six Flags turns into like a Halloween attraction in October.
Exactly, yeah.
In October, Mater Ranch turns into the Nightmare Ranch. Like,
I love that shit, dude.
You want to come test your metal in complete darkness? All right.
Against a fiery bear? Let's do it, baby. I fucking love that, dude. Mater Ranch is going to be a whole thing.
Oh, God.
Dude,
I think we get, look.
Setup.
All right, so we're going to need everybody to subscribe right now. Because we need funding for this. Mater already said he'd go in half for the flamethrower and any other activities we'd like to do there. Because, I mean, he's not a subscriber, but he is definitely a sponsor.
Hell yeah. A sponsor that deserves a commercial.
Oh, it's going to get done.
Oh, it's going to get done. What else is going to get done is we're going to talk about this shoplifting thing today. So,
speaking of fire,
Speaking of fire, does this one require? I love the whoosh. I love the transition. It's so sexy. Do you does this one require sound? I don't think it does.
No, this one doesn't require sound.
Yeah, I think you get the picture here. So this this individual is trying really fucking hard to get this what is this, like medicine? They lock everything up in these glass things, I guess.
So from what I can tell,
California.
and like what I read in the comments, and it makes sense. Like when he starts grabbing shit out, it's boxes. So it's either like makeup or it's like cologne, and you know that shit's expensive as fuck.
I wonder if
And
it's
you
like
can,
supplies to make meth because he isn't a Walgreens.
and see, I thought about that too, but that's not where they would have
It's
it.
just not in the aisle.
Yeah, that's what it seems like is cosmetics, and like
Mm.
apparently there's a high resale market like on eBay. Like you could just like if you still like Ralph Lauren Polo Blue, they sell that shit for like $80 a goddamn box now. You can just unload it quick for $40 a box.
Gotcha. The
So
black
like
market
he's
for fucking cologne and shit. That's crazy.
yeah.
That's fucking crazy. I mean, and look,
Well,
we don't get.
look, poor people like to smell good too.
Yeah, the shoplifters, they got to smell good too, man. They're out. It's hot
Well,
outside. It's hot.
I'm just
summer.
saying with like with what he's doing, and he knows. I don't know where this is, but I guarantee you it's in a state like California that's already
Let's
like
go.
they've
Oh,
like
sorry.
decriminalized. They've
Yeah.
decriminalized. Like if it's under $1,000, don't touch them. Don't even worry about it.
Right. Which
Like
is
just
just
let them do it.
fucking
And it
nuts too.
and if they come in with a acetylene torch and cut through the fucking barrier, then just let them
Definitely
walk
don't
out.
touch them. Just let
Yeah.
Like I feel like there's some situations where like you can step in and be like, nah, dude, don't fucking do this. Like, get the fuck out of here, whatever. But if the person's brandishing a weapon, like, just fucking let them go. Just be like, all
No,
right.
honestly, like if I'm the store manager there and I already know, like I know I can't do anything about it, I just be like, hey man, can you quit? I'll just unlock it, and
Right,
then
exactly. Just
and
don't burn the place down. I'll just unlock it for you.
yeah, the cops are already on the way. I don't need you damaging everything in there.
Right,
Can you just take what you need and go? We've already got
right,
you on camera, so I'll just unlock it for you. Step away,
right.
like you just keep going.
Yeah.
Now I say that in a cool manner, but I would be the hero. Like, I
Here,
would
let
be
me
the guy
unlock
that
it for
comes.
you. Lock.
Yeah. I stab him 15 times with the key. Like,
Right, exactly.
all right.
Shh, go to sleep.
Yeah,
Go to
I
sleep.
come.
Go to sleep.
Yeah, he cuts my arm off with the acetylene torch like a lightsaber. Like,
We just keep your scars.
Yeah.
For the fucking Mater Ranch Halloween special. We'll be fine.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna be a part of the Halloween special. Don't worry about that.
You'll beat people with your with your other arm, with your good arm.
Yeah.
We'll pickle it. We'll put it in formaldehyde.
Yeah, we gotta
it'll just
mummify
stick
it somehow.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Turn it into wood. How long does that take?
We'll just encase it. We'll encase it in like paper mache, and then you can just you know what I mean, like plaster. There you go.
Well, I mean, we could at least make a mold out of it.
Yeah, there you go. I like that idea. And then, but it'll just be a rubber, so it'll just be like hitting somebody with like a rubber chicken.
Yeah, kind of like they do with sex toys. Like all the
your giant arm dildo is just smacking people with it.
Yeah,
you get a buck, and you get a buck.
all the porn stars, they make molds out of their fucking their nether regions,
Right?
And then they just sell them. They're unmentionables, and then they sell them on the open market. That's what we'll do with mine. We'll just be like, all right, this is my hand, and then no, my middle finger was always that big. Don't worry about that.
Oh god, I love it.
You can beat somebody to death in a Walgreens, and you can also fuck your girlfriend with it.
Dude, that shit is crazy. I don't know, like, so I don't. Is that shit like still going on? Like, I know it's been in the news for like about a year, maybe more now. And obviously, I came from COVID, where there was like a lot of crime that went up in a lot of these major cities because like people were just like doing whatever the fuck they wanted. I guess I don't fucking know. So, but I just don't know. Like I've heard some like random shit. Like maybe they've reduced the level from like $1,000 to like $700 or whatever. But it's just crazy to me.
Well, see,
I don't understand. Like, what the fuck is
see,
going on with that?
So I'm going to take the con in this argument because
Well,
I
okay.
actually like this happening because fuck insurance companies, fuck everything that they stand for. It's fucking horseshit. They're not there to help you. And anytime this happens, the giant corporation you're stealing from, i.e., Walgreens, CVS, Walmart, Target, whoever you're doing it to, they immediately recoup the money. Plus, they'll name more shit than was gone. They'll make money on this shit just because
Right.
they have these giant insurance policies.
Right.
They're not losing money, and this new law actually helps. Like as long as you communicate it properly to your employees, it helps because nobody's getting hurt in the process. So while I'm not advocating crime, I feel like this is but this is Robin Hood type mentality. This is like fuck you guys. Like I'll take this shit. I can't get a fucking job for whatever reason, or I don't want a job, but
right.
Or
it costs $400,000 a year to live here.
Right. I'm gonna steal some Polo Blue cologne and I'm gonna sell it for $20 and make a partial living because fuck you guys. How about that? The poor people got to smell good too.
And I definitely understand what you're saying to an extent. I think I think the counterpoint to that would be, except in situations like this where the guy's got a fucking blowtorch. Like at that point, like the public is inherently in more danger because of that going on.
Why? So, don't get near him.
Well, you don't have to. You don't even have to get near him. What if this guy just? I mean, not everybody's the kind bandit who's just going to steal the perfume and walk out of the store. You know, believe it or not, there are plenty of crazy people out there. I don't know if you've ever run into them, Josh. I feel like in your limited experience,
not once.
But that's my point. Is like you create an environment where it's easier for.
We've talked about this before. That's where you challenge them to a fight. Right, you take your shirt off out back behind the Walmart, and then may the best man.
Right.
The best man wins. I don't know what to tell
you. Know what? You're right. I don't even know what I'm talking about. You've just described the perfect society. I think we need to vote for Josh for 2024. He has been running. He did it
4 more years. 4 more years.
Everything will just be an episode of Fight Club, and we'll be fine.
Listen, we're gonna need a whole bunch more subscribers, so tell your friends. And
there's $10,000 dinner plates y'all can buy. I don't know where the dinner is gonna be at, but we need.
And honestly, before that, the way I collect the funds, I'm gonna challenge Logan Paul to a fight.
Bro, I'd love to see you get in shape to fight him, bro. That would be great.
Dude, he would fuck me up because I will tell you one thing about the Paul brothers. And look, the Paul brothers can box, but they're fucking pussies. And they're knocking out people that can fucking destroy them in a real fight.
Right. But I guess it is. I didn't even think it is boxing. It's not. You could probably beat him in MMA.
Dude, if I Uber trained for like 12 months, dude, give me the Paul brothers. I'll give them both. Like, give me both at the same fucking time.
I don't know about that.
Fuck both of them.
I mean, yes, but I don't know about actually fighting.
We can tag team. I'll tag team with Nate Diaz. Me and Nate Diaz versus the Paul brothers.
Well, there are two of us. We could just do our own WWE exhibition. Fucking, we could just both train hardcore for 12 months straight. We can get the fucking 12 pack of abs, the whole deal. We can both be at like.
I mean, I've been there, bro. I've been carved out of wood.
That's what I'm saying. We got to go back to it, man. We can do it to fight the Paul brothers. I feel like if anything would be motivation, the only thing that could get me to put this sweet tea down would be to fight the Paul brothers.
Dude, I would fucking do it. Here, I'll fucking post this. We'll make a TikTok
Please
video.
Don't.
we will tag team the goddamn Paul brothers.
Yeah.
Because outside of the U.S. where it's non-sanctioned, like they do it in Russia and Eastern Europe, they do like 2-on-2 and 4-on-4 MMA shit, right?
Right.
No, I challenge them to a free for all. We'll travel to. We'll challenge you. We'll challenge you to a free for all, the island of our choosing, because we are the underdogs. And
we got to pick our home turf.
Yeah, our home turf. We're gonna do it in Curacao.
We're like the Island Boys. Have you ever seen those guys? I gotta show them to you.
No, I know the Island Boys.
That's us.
Dude. The Island Boys. But listen,
Oh,
no,
God.
I'm calling them out. Look, Logan, Jake, you can get fucked. Come get you some.
Damn,
Just
bro.
look, give us 12 months. I fucking
And $20
promise you.
million.
But it's no, oh, dude. Dude, the publicity on it would be fucking insane. But like,
That's true. But they won't fight us because we're small time.
They won't fight us because yeah, exactly. We've only had one celebrity guest, but exactly. I'm calling them out. Look, give me 12 months. You have never seen a monster like that.
I love it, dude.
But it's full contact. No, none of your boxing fucking 16-ounce gloves bullshit. No, this is full contact and
in the octagon.
Yeah, and if you don't tap out, I'm breaking that shit. I'll go ahead and tell you that.
Maybe you shouldn't be. Well, I guess it's all BS anyway. I guess you can talk about whatever. I was gonna say maybe you shouldn't.
What are you telling me not to? What is he gonna show up? Hang on. Wait, is somebody at the door?
He's here.
Somebody at the door?
Yeah.
He flew his new Maserati here.
Yeah, he got the lower Earth orbit first.
He stopped being a boxing pussy for 2 seconds and flew over here.
He stopped calling out the other streamers who have never trained.
But I'm saying literally the only people the Paul brothers are fighting are MMA fighters. They're not boxers.
Right, exactly. And they won't go. They'll only do the boxing.
Yeah, they'll only do the boxing. That's why I'm calling them out because I know that there's no chance we get our ass whipped.
Well, there's also no chance we ever fight them either. So it's a win-win either way.
I'm just saying I'm also 10 years their senior, which is what they like to fucking fight.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Everybody they fight's like my age or older.
Exactly.
Like, come on now, boys.
Which in professional athlete terms means old grandpa.
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the people they're fighting are either retired or like clawing the edge of retirement. Like literally, right. Like scrape their fingernails are scraped off on the sidewalk of retirement.
What an analogy. I love that.
I'm just saying, well, I'm the guy, right?
You're the Bill Murray.
I am the Bill Murray, the analogous fella.
You know what's weird to me? Obviously, I've seen Bill Murray in a million things, but anytime I think of Bill Murray, I think of him in Zombieland. Like that's the first Bill Murray that comes to mind.
Oh, that's shitty.
Which is weird. Yeah, it's not exactly his greatest appearance, but for some reason, that's the Bill Murray I think of. Like I just don't fucking get it.
Because you're a child.
No, I saw him on other things first. I'm pretty sure I saw Groundhog Day before I saw Ghostbusters. Honestly, because I'm pretty sure it came on TV when I was like 4, and I remember watching it. So like, and it's not the only time I've seen Groundhog Day, by the way. But like, I've known him in other shit since I was a kid, and for some reason, fucking Zombieland is the Bill Murray that I think of.
I mean, it's a funny. He's funny in Zombieland. It's a funny part of the movie, but.
It's definitely not his best work.
No, it's not. I'm just saying, like, fucking Ghostbusters, man. Like, and when they're giving him all that shit, they're giving him, like, coming in, like, the EPA, and he's, like giving him all that shit, and then he finally, the mayor's like, get him out of here. Lock him up. And then Bill Murray's like, can we send him a fruit basket? I'm going to miss him.
That's hilarious.
Like, it's just the little quips. Like, I did recently learn because I was looking in there. They're making a new Ghostbusters, and I looked into it. One? Yeah, it's a sequel to Afterlife.
Did you see that one? Because I just gave up on.
Yeah, no, I saw Afterlife. It was good.
Oh, you liked it? Okay, I'm surprised.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I did not go into it with high hopes.
Gotcha.
But we forget that the Lady Ghostbusters ever happened. That was a one-off. That was one for themselves. Let's keep it on the shelves.
Right.
But no, Afterlife, it gets a thumbs up for me because it
gets one dick erect. That's gonna be our movie. That's our movie rating scale. One erect, and actually it can be it's on a scale of 4, so it's limp, one erect. I was about to say one erect and one limp.
No. It's got to be like a full goddamn rock hard on, like a Pamela statue. Anderson. Yeah, right. A goddamn tent pole. That's the tent pole is the 4-star, but
Well, no, hear me out. Since we're creating the grading scale now, right? So instead of 2 thumbs up being like the Ebert and the Ebert score, whatever. I forget the other guy's name.
Roger.
Well, that's Roger and Ebert, and who's the other guy? Like Eccles or something.
What?
It's Ebert and somebody else, right? With
Siskel.
Thank you. Okay, I couldn't remember his name. Okay, so instead of just the 2 thumbs up, there's 2 dicks up. That's the maximum score, right? So
okay.
Right, and then so you can get like that starts at 1, which is 1 limp dick. Then you get 1 erect dick. Then you can get 1 erect dick, and 1 limp dick, and then you can get 2 erect dicks. So you had to scale of 0 to 4, and then obviously going into the negative, you can get like a floppy dick. I guess I don't know. Don't ask me. It gets complicated on the reverse.
So if it's out of 10, you give yourself more room, right? So 1 would be a limp dick. 1 would be a limp dick. 2 would be a little chub. 3 would be a half chub. 4 would be a whiskey dick you're trying to drag along, and then
5 is the average white male in the Western Hemisphere, which is what, like 5 inches or something.
Yeah,
there you go,
something like that.
I don't know. That sounds. Why don't we just simplify it even further and just go scale of 1 to 10 dicks, and this is the one time you want more dicks.
Well, so I know people that like that's.
Hey, to each their own, bro. If 10 dicks is an average Saturday for you, my hat's off to you.
Speaking of George Washington.
Yeah, that guy was crazy, man. There was a reason like he was really upset at Valley Forge because it was way too cold for anybody to give him the old reach around.
It's like, God damn it. We don't have enough Truly margaritas.
Yeah, actually, he was a Cayman Jack kind of guy. That's historically documented. That's why they went to Nassau at the beginning of the war. Shout
out to Chris.
It was to capture all the fucking Cayman Jack and Captain Morgan that could possibly find. So I had to stock up, baby.
No,
all right, well, I guess we're moving
just
on.
Being silly now, yeah.
Well, guess what? Guess who's one of the silliest motherfuckers to ever exist on the planet Earth?
Who's that?
Well, his name, I'll give you a hint. His name starts with Pete.
Pete Rose.
Silly? No. I feel like, is Pete Rose silly?
Well, he did gamble and not get into the Hall of Fame, so
that's a silly mistake. Not necessarily he's silly.
Which right.
I guess that makes you silly.
that would make you a silly human being, right?
And just imagine like the commissioner just like giving him like a little like limp slap on the wrist. Oh, you silly guy. No, you're never getting into the Hall of Fame. You're so silly. Have a seat, Pete Rose. One of the greatest hitters of all fucking time.
You're so silly.
You bet against the opposing team. How could you? You dumb piece.
You put Roger Maris to shame at the plate. You're so silly.
You hit like 7,000 hits in your career. You're so silly.
Dude, I told you about that. I know you listened to that interview too, the one with Artie Lang with Lenny Dykstra, where Lenny Dykstra gets his first hit and Pete Rose is the first base coach. And Pete Rose is like, yeah, don't celebrate too hard. You got about 3,000 to go to catch me. Instead of giving him an attaboy.
Yeah, exactly. What a piece of shit move, to be honest. Well, kid, you got a long way to go. It's time to be more productive.
Try and catch me, kid.
Literally impossible, but good luck. So anyway, yeah, Pete Davidson, the greatest question mark I think that you can possibly put to society, because nobody really understands how this guy has gotten as much tail as he has. I don't know if it's like he's just like hypnotizes women. He like he's just funny enough where he can trick his way into his pants. He's also got like probably $300 million or something. So he's got that.
I'm saying, for him. Look, Bill Cosby had good numbers too.
Okay, all right. Yes, but for a second I thought you said Bill Murray, and then I was like, wait, Bill Cosby. I don't think those count, dude. I don't think his numbers count.
You know the Cosby eye joke, right?
The what?
You know the Cosby eye joke. You know, he had like the sideways eye.
No, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, he definitely like if you ever watch Bill Cosby, he had like the sideways eye, like
Yeah, like the little lazy eye. I know
the
what you
little
mean.
lazy
Yeah.
eye. And
Yeah.
they said he trained it so like he could keep one eye on the bitch and one eye on the door.
Oh my god. Dude, like, and that's the thing. Weren't there like jokes about Bill Cosby for years? Like, and like everybody knew it was going on. Like Harvey Weinstein, everybody fucking knew it was happening, and nobody did anything to stop it.
Yeah, because what
Yeah,
are you gonna do?
I, I don't know. Yeah, I don't fucking stop people from being scumbags. I know it's a stretch, I
Or
guess.
you can try and like never
Right.
work as an actor again because
Never
he can
work
do that.
again. Yeah, exactly. Get completely discredited, I guess. Yeah, it's horseshit. Anyway, sorry. Back to Pete Davidson.
Which, by the way, actors are generally pussies, so
Right, that's true.
they're not exactly like if you look at Terry Crews saying like at a party that he was being fondled by a man and couldn't get him to stop. It's like, dude, Terry Crews, you could literally pick him up and throw him out a window, and that's not even like your warm up to a
I
workout.
guess. Well, okay, and the only counterpoint I would have to that is, yeah, he could do that, and like in that situation, you would be right to do it. But as a celebrity, if you just start manhandling people like that, like the microscope's gonna be on you. Like, how I can't believe Terry Crews did that. Like, oh my god, right?
So
Like,
as a counterpoint to you, do you think if The Rock did that, that anybody would be upset? You'd be like, dude, he grabbed my dick.
they'd be happy that they got thrown through the
You'd be
window.
like,
Yeah, I don't
well,
know. That's a
what?
good point.
You should have thrown him out the goddamn window.
That's a good point. I don't know, dude. I didn't think about it that way. But anyway, back to Mr. Petey here. So he bought a ferry, like the Staten Island ferry, I think. Um, so and he's like I think he's got a little bit of regret of it now. He wants to turn it into a like a nightclub or something. And he apparently he bought it with Seth Meyers. Oh my god.
Oh
Like
goodness.
I anyway, I'm not going to give opinions about anything. I'm just going to
Oh
keep reading.
goodness.
In which he goes into detail about what led him up to parting with Colin on this in the first place and where things stand now more than a year later. Um, Pete acknowledges he's said about going in on this ferry in the first place. Anyway, Pete and Colin. This is also who's the Colin guy again? What's his name? Colin Jost.
So,
Who's the other
Colin
actor?
Jost, yeah.
Jost. Yeah, however you say his name. Um, but yeah, they want to turn it into a one-stop shop entertainment hub, complete with a concert venue, a movie theater, a restaurant, and hotel rooms from a fucking Staten Island ferry.
Mm.
uh, I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work out because I'm pretty sure they have a pretty bad reputation in the first place. Number one, I don't think it was ever like, oh yeah, we get to ride the Staten Island ferry, the cleanest mode of transportation in all of the New York transportation metro
No.
transportation services. Like,
No.
I'm sure, yeah, I'm sure it wasn't rife with garbage and trash and dead bodies and shit, whatever else that you find on the New York subway. So I don't know. We're not. I've never really found. And every time we talk about Pete Davidson, I just feel like you gotta do the whole thing. You gotta go talk about him as like from the beginning. I don't understand why people have found him so funny over the years. Like, I think
He's not that funny.
I guess he's relatively talented enough, but like I guess it's more the fact that you at some point you just get along with the right people, right? Like you just have enough talent to be out there. I just don't get it. Like, and I've got nothing against the guy. I'm not one of these people that are like, I can't believe, like, fuck him. You know, I hope he chokes on his cock or something. Like, I think he's fine as a person. Like, I don't have anything personally against him, except for the fact that he dated a Kardashian. Which, what kind
Well,
of batshit crazy do you have to be to do that?
look, the only thing that I can think is like he's got deep dirt on somebody, like Lauren Michaels or
Ooh,
somebody in that organization, because this is the same fucking comedy sketch show that fired Norm Macdonald.
yeah, exactly.
And they
Which is
literally
crazy,
told Norm Macdonald he wasn't funny.
right? One of the funniest
One of the
comedians
funniest human
of all
beings
time.
of all time.
Yeah.
And they literally, he said, well, can I ask why? He said, well, you're not funny. And Norm just said, oh, okay. Well, that sucks.
Yeah, that whole thing, that's a whole other fucking discussion. I feel like Pete Davidson would not be the one to have the dirt on Lorne Michaels. I just because he's just some random kid
Yeah, but does
from the
he
middle of
have like
nowhere.
parents that are connected? Does he
I don't
have
think
like,
so.
there's,
I think he's like kind of, I don't know, not that he comes from nothing, but like he's pretty, like he has a pretty obscure origin.
Or does he just have a giant dick and gets in and fucks these like big celebrity bitches and then now he's too famous to get rid of? Like he's
I think it's kind of like that. It's kind of like if Carrot Top became the most famous person in the world. Like just some random guy who's out there doing his bits.
First of all, Carrot Top's fucking hilarious.
He's never been like my cup of tea. But like this, it's not even a knock on Carrot Top's talents. It's just saying like just some random like character comedian or whatever that just came out of nowhere and somehow is like the biggest thing in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like the thing is he plays himself. His character is himself, and he's just like some guy. And somehow that worked out for him.
I don't have an answer for it. I know that like he I think he's an extrovert, like versus most comedians when they're first coming up that are introverts and they're more worried about constructing their craft and actually artists. I think he's actually just an outgoing person that somebody thought was funny one time and he kind of leaned into it. I honestly think Pete Davidson is one of those guys that he could probably fit in with any crowd and not like have to try to fit into a crowd.
Right.
And he took that into like, he's like, okay, well, I've seen how this SNL shit goes. This is not the best cast ever. So,
right.
You know, I could upstage them by actually going out on the town, meeting famous people, fucking them, and then getting all over TMZ.
I guess that's his game strategy. Like, I'm just going to fuck everybody that's ever been on television or a movie ever.
Look, like his resume is now like rivaling John Mayer.
Dude, I didn't even. John Mayer is so under discussed when it comes to that because most people don't realize what a giant fucking towel he is.
Dude, he's a fucking towel and a half. But God damn it, that guy pulls ass.
I know. He didn't he like date Taylor Swift too and like all this shit.
Yeah,
crazy.
Taylor Swift, one of the Kardashians. He was with my girl Jennifer Aniston. He was with
did that to you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he did it to me. He's a fucking God. He's a backstabbing towel. I thought we were boys.
Jesus.
But no, he's one of those guys. But at the same time, John Mayer. I mean, in that venue, you don't think of comedians getting laid super often, but somebody that's like writing like super sensual like guitar songs, like acoustic shit. Like I think he actually said it best in the movie Get Hard with Kevin Hart when he got up on stage and told Will Ferrell, he's like, "Hey man, have you ever seen 200 women get wet at the same time? Just watch." And then he just starts singing.
Right, exactly.
Because that's actually like he actually played himself. Like that's his actual attitude towards everything.
Right, and I think you kind of nailed it. Where he's a generally very amicable person. He's easy to get along with. Kind of like, no matter where he goes, he's always going to be able to like get along with the crowd. But it's also like to the point where he seems like just too bland to really stand out. Like and I guess that's just his brand at this point. Like, I don't know. I guess I don't even know what the answer is.
Like, have you seen any of his movies? Like,
no, because I think one of them did pretty well though, didn't it?
Yeah, the one I watched was something about adolescence.
Gotcha.
Like extended adolescence or whatever, but it's basically like he's a drug dealer and this like 16-year-old kid is like his what it doesn't fucking matter. He's just he's so bad.
Was that the King of Staten Island movie?
No.
Okay, because I was gonna say I think that's the one that did well. So I don't know.
No, it's something adolescence, and I remember watching it. I was like, dude, this guy's so bad. Like, it's not funny. It's not entertaining. He's not endearing in any way. He's just kind of like there.
It's called Big Time Adolescence. Was the movie
Big Time Adolescence? Yeah. But yeah, it's like a coming of age for him and a 16-year-old friend, and he's like a 24-year-old drug dealer, and like it's like there could have been so much more substance. But it was Pete Davidson that was starring in the movie. Like, bro. They were like, we can't throw too much shit at this guy because he'll just have a breakdown and have to go into a mental facility.
Dude, apparently this is they also had in that movie though, they also had Sydney Sweeney, who is um I believe she's the one in I no, I could be wrong. I don't want to make a false accusation. And I don't think I'm reading this on Wikipedia. I believe she was the one that was a porn star. But she was also in
I
like
don't
Once
know.
Upon a Time in Hollywood, and she's the in Euphoria and White
Oh wait,
Lotus.
which one? In Big Time Adolescence?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that was his ex girlfriend, but that's how he knew the 16-year-old. That was her younger brother. It's just it's just one of those like, God, it's an SNL movie. Like it's so hit or miss, and it's mostly
Right.
miss. But
Right. I hear you.
it's it's don't I don't recommend that you watch it because it'll just prove my point. You just waste your time. But I really think the writers were like, yeah, we could actually get more out of this, but it's Pete Davidson, so you
Gotcha.
know we're gonna fuck around, send him back into a mental health spiral, so he'll go back into rehab for the nighttime, and he'll come out dating a Kardashian again. Like we,
Yeah.
yeah,
Which just will renew the mental health spiral. Straight
right.
back to rehab with you.
That's a vicious circle, kid.
It really is. That's a self-destructing cycle if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, no, you just keep fucking Kardashians and Jenners and just keep entering rehab.
It's a
They
one-way ticket to rehab right there, man.
seriously, they have fucked up more
Therapy.
more men's psyches than World War II.
Dude,
Like,
you're not wrong. Yeah, we need to start taking stats on this. Like how many bodies are they claiming? Fucking no, but okay, I was wrong. I apologize, Sydney Sweeney. There was another actress on Euphoria who was the porn star. So, but yeah, I was just a little surprised by that because this is a pretty independent film, but apparently she's been in some. Well, no, not
The Girl
independent,
Next
but
Door. Did you ever watch The Girl Next Door? That was actually a pretty good one.
no, I didn't. Was that a Pete Davidson movie?
No. That was
I
a
was gonna
Sydney
say that's
Sweeney
from like
movie.
the. Oh, it was from like
I think
what
so.
2004.
It was early, yeah.
Uh,
It was
Interesting.
early.
No, I
But
haven't seen it.
it's got my guy in it, and I can't remember his name. I can never remember his name, but it's the guy from like Santa Clarita Diet
Mm,
and
yeah,
uh
Matthew
Justified.
Kidman.
No.
I think the one that I'm looking at was from 2004, and I don't think it's that early.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
No, well, it's not. I don't think she's in this.
Is she not? Who is
No,
it?
it's somebody else. It's Alicia Cuthbert,
Oh, okay.
but apparently Olivia Wilde's in there, and I think she's hot as hell. I fucking
Hmm.
yeah, Olivia Wilde's my celebrity crush.
I don't even
She
know who
also
that is.
she was actually in House. And she was in she had her own. She's like a director now. She was in that movie that a lot of people didn't like. I thought it was all right. It was the one that was basically like the Stepford Wives, but they're in a simulation or whatever. Fuck, what was it called? I don't know. I don't remember the name of it. But
Truman Show? I don't know.
kind of, it's kind of like that. Anyway, it was the one that had Harry Styles in it and Lawrence Pugh. Um, I don't know. I don't remember the name. Anyway, not as bad. I didn't think it was as bad as everybody else thought it was. I didn't think it was a great movie either, but anyway. But she was, yeah, no, she was in. You watched House, didn't you?
No.
Oh, you never watched, dude. You would fucking love House.
You think
You would
so?
fucking. Oh yeah, no, House is a great fucking show. He's just because he's just an asshole the entire time to everybody. Like that's literally that's how the show ends. Is he's just an asshole to everybody the entire time. He just never takes a foot off the gas all the way to the end of the show for like 11
I mean,
seasons straight.
I know basically what it is. I just, it wasn't really my thing.
I think you should revisit it. I think you might
'Cause
like it. I could be wrong. I mean, I don't know, but definitely give it a watch. I feel like every season is pretty much a hit. Maybe it kind of falls off towards the end a little bit, but I mean, you could pick it up anywhere. It's not like you're missing any major plot lines, and you could just start watching it.
hmm.
Um,
I think at the time I was too into Scrubs.
right. Oh, Scrubs is another good one, dude. I fuck with Scrubs. I've seen
Dude,
every
I
episode of
fucking
Scrubs too.
love Scrubs, man.
Scrubs is a good one.
That's my shit.
It knew when to hit hard too. Like it got emotional.
Oh god, dude. There was some of those episodes like when Ben died. I was like, dude.
That was the one with the who was
Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser, yeah. No, that was a tough episode too, because he's like
That was tough, man.
his ghost is like, like whatever the doctor's name is, who's always
Dr. Cox,
crazy.
yeah.
Dr. Cox, yeah. It's like it's not like his ghost, but it's like his mental projection of him is there. But
Yeah.
you don't realize he's dead till the end of the movie.
And he's talking about like Jack's birthday party and all this stuff, and then they go and it's not the park, it's the cemetery.
Yeah, it's a cemetery.
And he's like, "Wait, where is he?" And he's like, "Where do you think what do you think's happening right now?"
Right.
And I was like,
JD's
"Oh
like, bro.
shit!"
And then he's just sad. He puts on a sad platoon face.
Yeah, well,
they're like, "Oh God!"
But they use Dr. Cox's that device more than once because when the chick from Mad TV was on there and like she gave all of his patients rabies, and they
I forgot about that episode. There's so many good episodes,
but it was so serious though. And then like he's like, yeah, I mean they couldn't have waited. I made the right call, but he could have waited, couldn't he? Like he puts everything because this is like 2 episodes after he told JD, he's like, you can't let people dying weigh on you. You can never be a good doctor that way.
Right.
And that dude, yeah, that one fucking tough. Yeah, that one slaps too, man. And then there's the when Laverne dies, when she's singing and all that shit. I mean, it's I mean, there's comedic genius. Like it's fucking a hilarious show, but then there's some like it knows when to fucking slap you.
Oh, it does. I mean, yeah, it really does, man. Anyway, we could continue to talk about this all day long, but there is something else. There is one more thing we need to talk about. We got to fit a video game in here before the end of the day.
Well, I just sent you something on Discord that we need to talk about too.
Oh, did you? Oh, well, Jesus Christ. All right, hold on. There's too much to talk about. So the fucking All-Stars.
The episode name, too much to talk about.
Literally. Like, there's just too much fucking shit to talk. We've rambled for like 45 minutes straight.
It's true.
Because there's too much to talk about, bro. So we got the fucking All-Star game coming up. Your boys, aka the Atlanta Braves, had a fantastic showing. There was pretty much a Brave available to vote in every single position, which was fit because the whole fucking we talked about this all year long. The team is fucking stacked.
They're so fucking good, dude.
They're
the
like Braves are so fucking good.
They're like the Sioux natives. They're so fucking good.
They're so fucking good, man. Let me look at the standings now because the fucking Rays pissed me off last night and came back and won against who are they playing?
Well, we're not competing against the Rays. I'm not really worried about that.
We're not competing against them, but it would be nice to say they had the best record in the MLB right now, which percentage wise the Rays technically have a one up on us. They're 671 and we're
they've also played like 3 more games than we have.
Yeah,
so
which I don't really understand how that works.
Well, it's because of rain delays. They play in a dome.
Oh, that makes sense.
So we have makeup dates. We'll end up playing the same number of games, and I believe we'll end up above them. But
it's crazy though. It's fucking wild.
But dude, how about your Bravos went fucking 21-4 in the month of June? Okay,
it's 61 home runs in the month of June, which is a franchise record for any month. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Poor Larry Crown.
Poor Larry Crown. Dude, that's the greatest home run call ever. It's like, that'll do it, boys.
Start the
Poor Larry Crown. Start the buses. It's time to eat.
Oh God.
Gotta love Frenchie and goddamn Chipper Jones.
I love. I saw some highlights from that game again. It just like popped up on YouTube. And I didn't realize this at the beginning of the game. Jeff Francoeur says, and Georgia High School Hall of Fame, me, Jeff Francoeur. I thought that was hilarious.
Yes, because they were saying we have 3 Hall of Famers in the booth, and Jeff Francoeur is like, no, I'm a Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
like Georgia Football Hall of Fame.
Yeah, exactly. Georgia High School.
Which, by the way, have you seen the score right now?
No. Who are we playing it? I forgot.
We're playing the Fish. We beat them last night.
That's right. We played them yesterday. Oh my God, 7-0. Jesus Christ.
7-0.
We beat the shit out of them last night too.
We beat the shit out of them. 7-0. Your boy Ronnie, he hit a leadoff home run. Albies has a home run.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, they scored 6 runs in the first. We scored 5 runs in the first last night. Come on, boys.
Those buses better be warm, bro.
Warm up the buses. Pour Larry a crown.
There better be a crown ready to go for Larry,
You
bro.
better pour Larry a crown. Look, this shit's getting out of
Jesus
hand.
Christ.
And you know what tomorrow is, right?
Is it Strider Day?
Strider Day.
It's fucking Strider Day, baby. It's
bad fucking news for the fish because it's fucking Strider Day.
Yeah, we're about to sweep them, bro. Which weren't they? They're the second place team in our division right now.
They had the second best record in the majors in the month of June.
That's crazy. Yeah, the only people in the National League who have a better record than them, which is crazy to say out loud, are the Diamondbacks.
Yeah.
and the Braves, obviously, but like
the Diamondbacks and the Fish are number 2 and 3.
Like what world are we living in? Like holy shit! And then
I don't know, but it's a world that I like to live in, bro.
And the Orioles have the third best record in baseball.
Yes,
the fucking Orioles. Like what is going on?
And the Rangers are up there too.
And the A's and the Royals are racing to the bottom.
The Rangers are in the top 6 too, and the Rangers also have scored more runs than I think anybody else in the MLB.
That's pretty wild, actually. And they're having a good season.
They're having a good season, and DeGrom went down like 3 weeks ago.
Hey, look, the Rangers deserve a good season. It's been a hot minute for them.
Yeah, ever since Nolan Ryan.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute. But also, I mean, they've had to compete with the Astros.
Did you bring up the pictures already?
Do you want me to bring them up? Sorry, I didn't.
Fuck yeah. Goddamn. Ronnie!
I'll just put them on. I'll just throw up the
Ronnie was actually the first the first one. They picked one from the National League, one from the American League. He had the top votes out of anybody. And so he got the first selection.
It was Shohei.
Yeah, well, Shohei Ohtani is the goddamn monster from wherever the fuck he's from.
From Japan, I believe.
Wherever he's from. And then we got Sean Murphy.
Hell yeah.
The guy that can actually play catcher for the Braves.
Yeah. The guy who doesn't sit around on his knees all day long. But hey, look, Darno's been a great DH, so
he's actually in the running for DH too.
Yeah, let's just let him keep doing his thing. He was clutch for us in our World Series wins. So.
And hang on, let's look. Orlando Arcia. This man has been fucking solid, bro.
He's having a career season, dude. I mean, pretty much everybody on the Braves. And pretty much everybody on the Braves has a career season, as you can tell by the fucking All-Star roster, which is going to just be completely loaded with Braves.
Yeah, it'll be filled out. I think Ozzy and Olsen get in, and Money Mike's on the fence. I don't know about Money Mike, but then pitching wise, you'll have Bryce Elder and Spencer Strider up there too.
Yeah, which is just wild. I mean,
we're looking at maybe 8 All-Stars.
I wonder if we have as far as seasons played in the MLB. I wonder if we have the youngest starting pitching rotation in baseball. What other team has 2 rookies as starting pitchers?
Who are our 2 rookies?
It would be Elder and Schuster Smith, right? Or whatever his name is.
Oh, you mean Smith Shawver?
But yeah, the guy with 2 names. I forget his full
name.
No,
they sent him back down. They're playing that game where they're not going to let this be his rookie season.
Gotcha.
They can only use him for so many innings.
Gotcha. Okay. I didn't realize they sent him back down already.
But no, Bryce Elder is a true rookie.
Yeah. I thought. Okay. Well, for a minute we had 2 true rookies.
And then Jared Schuster. Well, maybe Jared Schuster counts. I don't know. But he's not.
Well, if you play, I don't really know how it works with rookie seasons. I don't really know how that works. Because when you make an appearance, technically you're a rookie, but then I don't think it you can still get a rookie contract.
The rules surrounding that are pretty simple. It's you can't surpass 50 innings pitched, and you can't pitch them past September.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So if you do that, then that counts as their rookie season. But if they're one of your badass prospects, then you bring them up, let them show their stuff and see what they have. And then kind of like last year, with Strider, they technically made that his rookie season without meaning to, because everybody got hurt.
Right.
But they were
everybody and their fucking mother got hurt.
Yeah, they were going to do the same shit with him. But you have a gunslinger that's all right. I'm on it, boys.
The gunslinger's poor Larry Kraft.
Poor Larry Kraft. Poor old Spencer Crown. Let's do it.
Long story short, the Braves are going to the World Series. I mean, there's just no doubt about it. And we'll fucking see you there, fucking Rays.
And fuck the Mets.
And fuck the Mets. The fucking the dumbass looking Mets. Spending $400 bajillion in payroll tax, luxury tax, just to have like a losing record, or not a losing record, but like for the amount of money that they're paying. Yeah, they do have a losing record. They're under 500. I like.
Yeah, no, they're like 10 games under 500.
Yeah, exactly.
They're bad.
It's 9, technically.
Yeah, no, they're like 16 and a half games back, right?
Yeah, something like that. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, good luck catching the Bravos, boys.
Anyway, last thing.
You better buy somebody else.
Yeah, might as well just keep spending money. There's only one way you can go with this. Just don't go the route of the A's and never spend a dime on anybody. No, that's also clearly not a formula for success.
Go that way and just feed us players. We'll be
right,
fine.
Exactly. We become the farm team for the Braves.
Because literally, Olsen and Murphy are two of our best players right now. So
exactly.
And what, dude? That's a bold statement because that lineup is so fucking scary. Like, and they talk about it it's like, nuts. And I love the commentators, but like when you actually think about it, who are you gonna pitch around? Like, you're gonna pitch around Acuna to get to Ozzy? No.
I wonder what the stats are on games with double-digit scores that we've produced this. It's got to be in the highest percentage ever, because there's been so many fucking games where we're putting up 10, 12, 15, 20 something runs. Like, it's fucking nuts.
Well, I do know that like our power, like the power stats are insanity, bro. Like,
yeah. 100%.
The like last night, Olsen hit a fucking moonshot at like 459, and then Sean Murphy hit a 450 something. So that makes the Braves have 18 home runs over 450 feet. The next closest club has 6.
And who is that? The Phillies or something?
I think it's the Dodgers.
The Dodgers, okay. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Well, we're not a baseball podcast. We're not a fighting.
We're not a baseball podcast, but we are a Braves podcast,
and we are a video games podcast. So what we have gotten into, what you got me into, has been Diablo 4, because I've never really been a big a huge fan. I've played similar games of Diablo 4, like in the past. I've never played Diablo. You're a huge Diablo stan. I don't know, how many of them have you played? Did you only play 3, or did you play 2 as well?
No, I've played 2. And then I really got into 3, and
nice.
3 was it just I think I have something like 12,000 hours logged in it.
I don't think you have 12,000 hours logged in 3.
I mean, I can get the Switch and show you.
You might need to. It's definitely not 12,000 hours. Like, I don't think you would quickly underestimate like how much that is.
Okay, you have no idea how much I played that game, but okay.
I don't, but I'm telling you now, like some of the highest stats, like I just know from Steam, because.
But I told you I was a top 5 witch doctor for season after season after season. That's not.
I'm not calling
you start from 0 every season.
Wow.
Which, yeah, I'm talking about paragons and paragons and paragons, but. Yeah, no, this game. So tell me what you think.
I've been a big fan of it so far. I've been enjoying myself. Obviously, you have the element of repetition. And you just can't avoid it in games like this. There's going to be elements of it that are repetitive. However, I really like the story so far. I think the story is really thought out. Excuse me. And I really like. I haven't even begun to like dip my toe into like how you can play with other players. Like, we haven't done any raids instances. We haven't done really any of these events, these Helltide events or whatever. We haven't really done any of that together yet. So,
well, you haven't even dipped your toe in like how to build a character and like the variance on one character.
Right. Exactly. Well, I mean, we're both, because we both just got the game, even though it came out a few weeks ago. We're both still just like leveling up our guys, and and the mechanics to me are not like foreign. Like, I've played games like this before, but I really like the experience. I like when we played it together. I really like the fact that Now you said it. You had said this before. Like you could have power leveled me in the past, where we could have jumped in and fought some level 20 enemies, and I could have just jumped up a few levels instantly. But I
Yeah,
actually kind of like the way that they did it, where everybody, like, no matter what, when you go to fight the same enemies, they're leveled to your
yeah,
individual
it's
character.
scaling it to you.
Right. Is exactly this. It's scaled individually, but also on the live world at the same time, which is pretty hard to do actually. And I
Yeah,
appreciate that they did that because I think it makes it more fun.
yeah. Um, but so I did figure a couple of extra things out. Like, okay, so I was getting kind of mad because there's certain things that are missing
Gotcha.
from like my previous experience, but they're kind of experimenting, but they're gonna add that shit.
Mhm.
And by the way, have you done? I forget what they're called, but the things that you collect, the blue things that you collect,
Is it the oolongs or whatever?
the oolongs, yeah.
Yeah.
So do you know about those?
I don't really know about them. I've
Okay,
maxed them out pretty quickly. I'm
okay.
confused why I can't keep
So
them.
so you have 500 of them then,
Uh-huh.
because you can see them when you push like your inventory menu.
Yeah.
Those are basically like blood shards from last year. You go to these little vendors in the big cities,
Mhm.
and basically you can trade them either for the whispering keys or whatever, to
Mm.
where you
Okay.
can get
I've
into the
seen that.
big chest that you run into, and we don't have a key for them.
Right. Okay.
So you can do that, or you can just you can roll them. It's basically like an RNG roll for whatever piece of equipment you want.
Oh,
So
if
like
you got to
it's
show me
it's
which vendor that is.
it's like I think it's oddities and curiosities or something like that.
Gotcha. That's
Um,
legit.
but yeah, no, you can roll them and you can roll them and just get legendary gear like that.
Oh, that's sweet. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, or maybe I did tell you. I got this legendary ring for like
Yeah, no, you
six
told me.
seconds. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, it's so badass too. Like I really like the legendary item perk so far. Like I think they're pretty damn
Yeah,
cool.
so basically you use you use that currency. It's basically like the
Yeah.
blood shards from D3, and you go and exchange them, and you it's like 20 of them is one roll. So it'll give you a piece of gear. So if you're going for a
Mhm.
helmet, it costs you 20 of those per helmet, and you just roll it until you get a legendary. And like that's how you legendary out your shit, and that's how you end up getting the shit that you one way that you get the shit that you want.
Legit. Yeah. No, it's. I love the system, man, and I can't wait. I'm definitely gonna play some more. I got to
Oh,
work
it goes
tomorrow.
so deep. We haven't even like gone into the aspects,
I
or
know.
we haven't even entered the end game. So
I know.
trust
There's
me.
still
And
so
then,
much.
dude, the new season starts in like 2 weeks. Like
Hmm.
there's a season, and one of the big things that's missing right now is set items. So, you have your normal, your blue, your yellow, your orange, like,
Right.
but these are green,
Hmm.
and you make sets out of them, and they have crazy ass bonuses for certain things on your tune. So
Legit.
like for yours, if you're using the werebear or the hurricanes or whatever, like it would boost your, like if you have like all six pieces of the set equipped, it would like it would boost it by like 60,000, or you just
Jesus.
one shot big baddies.
Whew.
Yeah. No,
Whew.
sets unlock everything. They're just letting everybody get like their base characters and the story done and everything.
Gotcha.
But shit's about to ramp up here in a couple weeks.
About to get crazy, man.
Oh, it'd go get
Um,
cray cray.
well, it's gonna get crazy next week too. So subscribe, follow, tune in, whatever, watch us however you can get us. Get us on YouTube, get us on Twitch, get us on Apple Podcasts. Fucking watch us, bro. Subscribe to us, bro. Follow us, bro. You know, the whole deal. Do
Come
all of
on,
those
bro.
things. Come on, bro. We're trying to fund
Come
Bader's
on,
Ranch.
bro.
We're trying to get
Dicks
our
and
own crypto
Dickettes,
going.
we're trying to, well, we're not gonna do the crypto thing, but
Okay, so not the crypto, but we're trying to do everything
not the
else.
crypto, but Mater Ranch, yes.
And look, we'll have fun with or without you, but we definitely prefer that you be there to enjoy the ride. So check us out every Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern. Come dick around with us, and peace out to you. We will see you guys next week. Thanks for a great episode. Cheers to y'all.
Peace.
Peace.